call, please. Mr. Albro.
Present.
Ms. Calderon. Mr. DeCosta.
Present.
Ms. Dunn.
Present.
Ms. Coffinger.
Here.
Mr. Luna.
Here.
Ms. Ryan.
Here.
Vice President Gomez.
Here.
President Andrews.
I am here. All rise for the flag salute, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law, the New Milford Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in Borough Hall and the New Milford Public Library. Notices have been sent to the Record and the Twin Borough News. The board announces that under its long-standing policy, it will not discuss in public any comments made by members of the public concerning individual staff members. At this time, please be advised that all cell phones are to be turned off. All cell phones and electronic devices are to be turned off. Meetings of the board are open to the public, and all members of the community should feel free to participate. Before coming to the board, the chain of command should be followed. There are two portions of the meeting reserved for comments from the public. The first at the beginning of the meeting for the agenda items only, and the second at the end of the meeting for other items. Issues raised by the public may or may not be responded to by the board, but all comments will be considered. The board requests that all members of the public be mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Due to confidentiality and legal rights afforded by the state of New Jersey, members of the public are asked to not speak negatively or in a derogatory manner about any employee of the board or any student. Committee of the Whole. I make a motion to approve the October 18th work, October 18th closed, and October 19th regular minutes. Can I get a second? Seconded by Anthony Albro. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We have our student board representative, Mackenzie Forte, here to give us a report. Looking fabulous as what character, and can you please tell us why before you give your report?
Yes, I can. So, obviously, I'm dressed a little bit fancy tonight, and that is because tonight is the last dress rehearsal for a drama club's production of Clue on Stage, directed by the wonderful Dan Cree. And the performances for Clue are tomorrow and Friday night at 7:30 p.m. And I'm playing Mrs. Peacock. I love Peacock Feather. And you can get your tickets for Clue at NMHSmusicals.com. That's NMHSmusicals.com. And there are in-person and live stream tickets being sold. The live stream tickets are $20, the in-person tickets are $15, and students and faculty tickets are $10. So be sure to get your tickets because you don't want to miss the spectacular, comedic, and amazing performance.
Excellent.
So that is what I have about Clue. And now for our student council. We've also been super busy since we last met. So firstly, the last time I was here, I mentioned revamping our school store. And we're definitely interested in purchasing a sliding window. I got word on that. And also we're working to organize items in the school store currently and building our inventory. So we have solidified the grand opening of the school store will be this coming January. Also, recently our student council president, Gabby Dominguez, created a presentation of all of our highlights and presented it at an alumni visit earlier in November. We are happy to share our accomplishments with our very involved alumni. Amazing job, Gabby. Also, last winter time, our student council ran a hot chocolate sale in the morning outside the main entrances of our school. So when students came into school, they were able to purchase hot chocolate to stay warm during the cold months. We're happy to announce that we'll be doing these hot chocolate sales again during this winter. And also, the student council will be bringing back our winter wonderland. So last year, the student council hosted an amazing holiday spirit week leading up to the winter wonderland, which was hosted in the courtyard. And we're excited to be playing this spirit week and winter wonderland again. So we have super fun holiday surprises planned, such as karaoke, fun games, candy cane grants, and dress-up days for a whole week. We are so excited for the holiday season with our upcoming student council plans.
Thank you, Mackenzie.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I break away.
It's like a performance.
It's
Yeah.
just-
Can't get over those glasses.
Thank you.
And break a leg tomorrow night.
Thank you.
We will, some of us will be there, so we look forward to seeing it. Does
think she's
anyone have
free
any
to go.
questions or comments for Mackenzie?
You look like you
All
have
right.
somewhere to go.
So, yes, I usually say, you're welcome to stay, but we know you're a student. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, get back to practice. I want to see a good show tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mackenzie.
Bye.
Our superintendent of schools report, Mrs. Danielle Shanley.
Good evening, everybody. I have a few things. I'll do the business first. There are 4 changes to the agenda I'd like to bring your attention to tonight. The first one is under board action, BA 2223.29 is to approve the use of district busing to transport a New Milford junior football game on 11/19. We've done that for them in the past, and if they need us to get us there, we do what we can, so that is there. As I said, we might have is the appointment of an elementary teacher to replace the resignation at Gibbs. This year it will be a kindergarten position, Cassidy Rodenberg. I met with her today. She's absolutely lovely. And so you will see her on P2223.79. I would like to make a change to a TBD item. In P2223.62, revisions to the approval of coaching appointments for winter. Underneath Mr. Cotier's is a TBD for assistant wrestling coach. I would like to add the name Matt Ulrich to that appointment with a note that the start date for his service is pending completion of all of his paperwork. We're still waiting on a few things, but one thing actually. And we're not waiting, we're waiting to hear back from the state. Everything was submitted. We just want to make sure that we get the approval before he begins. But I don't want to wait to the December meeting, because if it comes through between now and then, I would like him to be able to start. And then the last thing, the last change you'll see on P2223.68 for additional extra pay positions, I'm asking the board to table the musical director appointment for now. Okay, so that's my
I'm sorry, can you
business.
repeat
Yes.
that number?
Yes. 2223.68.
Thank you.
Table only the musical director, keep Miss Torphy
Okay.
for New Milford speaks.
Thank you.
Okay. I would just like to address something I mentioned last night, but for new people who were maybe watching tonight and didn't watch yesterday, I would like to address the traffic situation at all of the schools and let everybody know that I do maintain regular contact and work in collaboration with the New Milford PD. As recently as yesterday, I was in communication with the chief of police, and the school officers are all aware of the need for their presence during high traffic periods, and the New Milford PD monitors traffic every day. We realize how important this issue is to parents, and it's not something that we take lightly. We again remind parents not to take matters into their own hands. We do have a traffic lieutenant, so if a parent is doing something they're not supposed to be doing in front of you, next to you, around you, and you can identify the parent or the license plate, or we can help you in doing that with our cameras, we're happy to do that. But there is a traffic lieutenant who closely monitors all traffic at the email address. All traffic related emails at this email address. traffic@newmilfordnjpd.org. And I'll repeat that. traffic@newmilfordnjpd.org. So please, if you have any questions or concerns, reach out to the traffic lieutenant and or to your building principal and or to me. So I thank you for that. Virtual coffee with the super and friends will be Monday, November 21st at 7 p.m. Both Ms. Odoxa and Dr. Chrysomalis will be our special guests, and links will be sent to the parents. Pardon me? Oh, sorry. And link will be sent to the parents so that you can log in. I would like to remind everybody that the marching band, orchestra, and chorus are hosting a great fundraiser on Sunday. So if your back is bothering you and you think you might need a new mattress, or your little one is growing out of the crib and it's time, there will be a mattress sale on Sunday here in the New Milford High School cafeteria. There will also be pillows, sheets, and your mattress needs could be addressed right here on Sunday from 11 to 3. Don't miss out.
So it's actual mattresses?
Actual mattresses.
Wow.
So you can lay
can
down
lay-
and
I'd
test
be
them.
ordering them.
Lie right down
Well,
on
then you would
them,
order
and
your brand new one.
And
You're not
power
purchasing the
bases?
testers.
there are bases,
Power bases.
power
to-
bases, financing.
So it's like your own sleep number
it's-
situation?
It's like Sleepy's right down there in the cafeteria on
And from what
Sunday.
I understand, discounted prices.
Discounted prices for family and friends of the faculty. Family and friends of the faculty, 10% off for faculty, family, and friends. And so, don't miss out. Okay. At the high school, I would just like to remind you that we have a lot going on tomorrow. Busy, busy day tomorrow at the high school. First of all, we have immediate decision day during the day. Then in the early evening at 6 p.m., we have the high school open house. We invited all the families from the middle school, but that doesn't mean others can't attend. There is a flyer on our website. There is a flyer on the Facebook page, and all you need to do is let us know that you're coming. Ms. Norton in the main office, Mr. Manupelli's assistant, and Ms. Peterfriend, Kelly Peterfriend, and guidance, our supervisor of guidance, are accepting those questions or anything you'd like to know. That's from 6:30 till 7. I'm sorry, 6 to 7:30. And then at 7:30, clue. So it's a busy day tomorrow at the high school. At the middle school, they have completed their first 3 chapters of An Invisible Thread. That was their One School, One Book. And the students just have discussed the issues of poverty, trust, social classes, all in their advisory periods. The students talked about how being economically disadvantaged creates barriers to individuals' abilities to be educated. And they are looking forward to their second discussion on chapters 4 through 6 coming soon. They are also looking forward to their school-wide turkey basketball knockout tournament, as well as the 8th grade facing off against the faculty in the annual volleyball match fundraiser. And these events are set for next week. Mr. Coughlin gave us an update from Berkeley that all students were able to participate in the What's Out There assembly, during which students got to experience and observe the evening sky in the Star Lab portable planetarium system. They were able to locate major stars, planets that are visible, and the moon, all without leaving school. In special services, Dr. Perot is pleased to share that we are finally, and I have to say I'm very excited to say this because I think we're one of the few districts in Bergen County that can say we are fully staffed in special services. Ms. Morales and Ms. Perez have both started, and they are already busy getting to know the students and the families, and we are delighted they are part of our amazing team. In response to a question that came up yesterday about the paraprofessionals that we are hiring, those are to replace open positions. They are not new FTE positions. Okay, in athletics, congratulations to Natalia Lombardi and Kevin Sanzamichi, who were named October's Student Athletes of the Month. And congratulations to the following student athletes who committed to continue their athletic careers at the next level. Stephen Benderitis will be swimming for Purdue University. Daniela Brescia will be playing softball for Centenary University. Jordan Becker will be playing women's soccer for Baldwin Wallace University. Very excited for them. Opening day for winter sports begins officially November 21st. December 5th will be the beginning of bowling. December 8th, ice hockey and swimming. December 15th, girls and boys basketball, wrestling, and indoor track. And January 7th, competition cheerleading. On November 22nd, Robbie Tormo, our 2022 Boys Athlete of the Year and Class of 22, will be honored at the YMCA dinner as one of the top student athletes of the year. Special thanks to our fall coaches, our athletic trainer, Lauren Gramegna, for a successful and relatively uneventful, when you're talking about the trainer, you like uneventful season. Job well done. 32 student athletes were named first, second, or honorable mention for all league teams in their sports, as well as one coach named Coach of the Year in girls tennis, Dora Oliveria. From Dr. Chris Amalis, she wanted to let you know that she and the principals, as well as other people from the administrative team, are almost done with their first round of instructional walkthroughs. This is not observations. These are instructional walkthroughs that where we really focus on helping teachers build their capacity in research-based instructional practices, okay? With the pressure of not being observed, it makes it a little bit easier. So we're finishing up at the high school. That is done with the department liaisons, and we plan to be finished by the end of next week. It's been really great to see many teachers implementing the feedback provided during these walkthroughs, and we've been very pleased to see the teachers applying their learning from the monthly professional development meetings. So each month there's for our faculty meetings, we have the principals focusing on something educationally specific to instruction. So we actually are seeing that happening now. And so it's a consistent message across the buildings, and it's been working. So we're really excited about that. The goal of that is to promote rigor and, of course, raise student achievement. The meetings have been really informative, and we are appropriately using our liaisons and our LALs at the elementary level and making sure that teachers receive timely feedback. That's critically important to the success of the walkthrough process. Okay. Any questions about any of that so far?
Nope.
No? Ready?
Should we do a drum?
Oh, okay.
Dun, 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 okay. So last year we talked about the historical marker that we would like to apply for at Gibbs. I cannot thank Hetty Grant enough for her single-handedly just self-tasking. She just took this on with such great passion and enthusiasm and follow through and attention to detail. When she first provided me with a collection of materials in a smaller red folder, about 24 or 48 hours later, we received an email that said, "Don't send that in yet. I have more." So we didn't. And so when I was out and Lauren was in for me, she dropped this off in my office, and I would just like to read to you the cover letter from Ms. Grant. It is addressed to me and to President Andrews and to all the members of the Board of Education. Dear Superintendent Shanley, President Andrews, and members of the board, please find the application I've prepared on your behalf requesting approval from the Bergen County Historical Society, BCHS, for a blue marker to be placed at the old African American burying ground recently discovered at BF's Gibbs School. Please review and advise me if there are any changes that you would like to make. If you accept as presented, we will send 3 copies, blah, blah, blah. The prime requirements for an application for a blue marker are: 1, a narrative presentation that justifies the site's suitability for a blue marker. Okay. Supporting documentation, and this section requires a copy of the deed on which the site sits, is located, and suggests letters of support. You will find both of these items in the packet. The only thing I have not drafted is the text for the blue marker. When the BCHS approves the application, the text will be worked out with them, experts in the field, and the board. BCHS will review the application and make one of the following determinations. One, they will accept the application, and in this case, they will ask for the deposit of $1,400, which we discussed as a board and approved that commitment. Asked to meet with the board to discuss how to proceed further. The text for the marker will be discussed and final research would be completed. Okay, that's the best case scenario. Two, they will return the application for additional materials or follow through, and or they decline to proceed with the application, which I'm not even considering. She would be happy to attend a Board of Education meeting to discuss the application and answer any questions that we have. I think that you are certainly welcome to review all that is here. I think she has done an incredible job. I'm going to ask Ms. Andrews to sign this. This is for submission, and you have been designated the person who would be communicating. We discussed that.
Yes.
Right. And this is all of the materials that anybody could possibly ask for, including letters from students, from teachers, our history department. Really an incredible collection of hard work, and I cannot thank Ms. Grant enough. And I'm very excited to make our copies and send it off. People from some men in black suits and hats and sunglasses are going to come and pick this up. Okay, so thank you, Councilwoman Ms. Grant.
Joe, do you have any indication of how long it takes for the county to get back to us?
I do not.
After submission? No?
I do not,
Curious.
but it's going out tomorrow.
Okay.
So we will find out.
So we will find out.
An exciting process for us all.
And I believe that's the end of my report.
Thank you.
Oh, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you get a chance to see Clue, and that's it.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? No. Okay. So just in case anyone's wondering why I skipped the order that's on the written agenda, last night, we discussed changing open to the public after all of the reports, so that the public has a chance to hear the information and get the information and allow for transparency before comments and before board action. So that's why it's been skipped, so I made that change tonight. So that leads us to Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction Report. Ms. Lorna Odaxta, do you have anything for us?
I do not have a report this evening.
Okay.
She gave us all she had
Last night. All right. Business Administrator Report. Dr. Stephanie Pichard, do you have anything for us?
I do not. I just want to let the board know that I did reach out to the NMEA this morning, and they got back that they are granting the extension. So we will have to get back after the December meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Now that brings us to open to the public for items on the agenda. As out. Oh, yeah, I skipped that one because I assumed there wouldn't. Are there any liaison or board committee reports after last night's lengthy reports?
No.
Okay. So that brings us to open to the public for the agenda. And speaking of changes made,
2 minutes?
Vice President, will you be timing?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, open to the public for items on the agenda. As outlined in the Milford Board of Education Bylaw 0167, each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 2 minutes. Can I get a motion, please? Motion by Paige Ryan, seconded by John DeCosta. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Please state your name and address for the record.
Hi, Debbie Silver, 380 Leonard Drive. I'm just curious because I came for a specific purpose, and which was the musical director position, and that's been tabled. And I'm wondering why that was tabled. If you can discuss that.
It's a personnel matter. No one's been raised. We can't discuss that.
Okay, so I have letters from alumni that I would like to submit to the board. At what point can I do that?
You can give it now.
I can just,
Yeah, you can
Give it to you. Give it to.
give it to me, and I'll pass it along.
okay, great. Thank you. They're from Rob McClure, who everybody knows, and Jonathan Silver, who also there was a student here and a student director. So, so I'm just gonna submit them and hopefully the board will hear the content at some point. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Silver.
Thank you.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
Thank you, you all too. I leave.
If there are no other comments from the, oh, please state your name and address.
I'm not on the agenda though.
No, you don't have to be.
This is items on
It
the
is
agenda.
a comment
true,
for
yeah,
something
sorry.
that's on the agenda.
I have nothing on the agenda.
We'll get back to you.
Then at the end, it will be your chance. Okay. So if there are no other comments from the public, can I get a motion to close, please? Motion by Nicole Dunn, seconded by Stephanie Coffinger. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Board action. I make a motion to approve BA 22-23.26, .27, .28, and .29. Can I get a second? Seconded by Heather Gomez. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I make a motion to approve C 22-23.20, .21, and .22. Can I get a second? Seconded by Stephanie Coffinger. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Personnel recommendations. Having the recommendation of the superintendent, I make a motion to approve PA 118, PA 22-23.29, .57, .61, .62, with that change to Matt Elrick and the start date pending paperwork. .63, .65, .66, .67, .68, .69, .70, .71, .72, .73, .74, .75, .76, .77, .78, and .79. Can I get a second? Seconded by Paige Ryan. Roll call, please.
Mr. Albro?
Yes.
Ms. Calderon?
Yes.
Mr. DeCosta?
Yes.
Ms. Dunn?
Yes.
Ms. Coffinger?
Yes.
Mr. Luna?
Yes.
Ms. Ryan?
Yes.
Vice President Gomez?
Yes.
President Andrews?
Yes. Finance Committee Chair Paige Ryan.
I make a motion for approval for F 22-2374, 75, .76, .77, .78, .79, .80, .81, .82, .83, .84, .85, and .86.
Can we get a
I
second?
have a question.
Yes.
2385, the stage lighting, so is that for the spring play, is that for something else, is that, how many hours is that hourly rate for? I just don't really know anything about that.
My understanding is that Matt will be used during the actual productions to work on the lighting during the show.
So during.
'Cause we need it
Is that for?
For Clue.
For Clue.
For Clue.
That's what I was trying to.
Yeah.
So this is an hourly rate that is, do we have an approximate as to how many hours we're paying?
I don't, but the show is limited to 2 nights,
So
so
10 or less?
I would think.
Okay.
But it doesn't say that, but I would think. That's
Just
generally.
wanted clarification,
Right.
because we had the other item that
Even
we
if you need
tabled.
time to set up, let's say you needed time to get in there ahead of time and break down, you know, it's really,
But it's for Clue
it's
specific.
for Clue.
Thank you. I'll second it.
Okay, good to know. Seconded by Joe Luna. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Facilities Committee Chair Nicole Dunn.
I make a motion for FA 22-23.13, .14, and .15.
Seconded by Cheryl Calderon. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ad hoc bylaws committee.
Athletic.
Oh, I'm sorry, athletic curricular committee, Nicole Dunn.
I seek a motion for AC 22-23.12.
Second by Heather Gomez. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now ad hoc bylaws committee, Paige Ryan.
I make a motion for the approval of the second reading and adoption of the following bylaws, board bylaws. B 22-23.2, and all that are listed. I don't have to read them all, right?
Seconded by Nicole Dunn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
A lot of great work being done.
Hmm?
A lot of good work being done.
Yeah, that is a lot of hours, so thank you for those who are on that committee. A lot of work. Behind the scenes, what did we say last night about behind the camera, right?
Behind the camera.
A lot of work behind the camera. All right, additional board items. Old business. New business. Okay. Open to the public for items not on the agenda. As outlined in New Milford Board of Education bylaw 0167, each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 2 minutes. Can I get a motion? Motion by Joseph Lunam, seconded by John DeCosta. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Please state your name and address for the record, even though we all know who you are.
I'm Pastor Novo, 234 West Street. I'm here for two reasons. One, as a parent, to say thank you to all the Board of Ed members for everything you do to support Superintendent Chandler. So thank you from the bottom of the Cashinova family. The second part is from the board, from the president of the Milford Ed Foundation. I'm here to say, do you have any questions? Do you want to know anything? How can we help you? Anything you want to do, anything you want to say, just, you have my email address, it's on the website.
Could you give it to us just for the good of the order?
Sorry?
The email address, could you remind us again?
At newmilfordfoundation.org.
M. Castronovo at
newmilfordfoundation.org.
newmilfordfoundation.org. M.
Or just
Castronovo.
come to my house at 234 West.
Just ring the doorbell.
Be careful saying that.
Is that your preferred means of communication? Email?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Thanks. But seriously, guys, you do an incredible job, and I'm sure many people don't thank you, so I wanted to thank you. But from the Ed Foundation, there's so much we're doing and so much traction we're getting, and I can't tell you everything, but before the gala, we've already raised $85,000.
Wow.
So, it all goes back to the kids and to the teachers and to the school system. But if you have any questions for me as the president, I know I only have 2 minutes, but whatever you guys want to know or ask, feel free.
30 seconds?
Okay.
He has, we can ask.
Yeah, but we
We
can
can
ask
ask,
and then you
yeah.
can answer. So your statement is over in 30 seconds, so hurry up. Are you done? Now we can
My
ask.
biggest thing here was to thank all of you
Okay.
supporting Superintendent Chandler.
All right, so your 2 minutes are up, but we can ask you questions and you can still answer them,
Sure.
even though they're only on the 2 minutes. So thank you for saying that. That's very, very nice of you to express what you just did. And thank you for everything that you and the Ed Foundation does. The school really appreciates it. We know that's a lot of work on your part, and you're doing it purely for the students and the good of the students. So
Yeah, we
that's
make no money. Everybody on the
appreciated.
Ed Foundation is a volunteer.
And you brought up the gala. That was going to be my question, because I have been waiting, I've lost all track of time with COVID. We have the
March
gala in
30th.
March, right?
I have down.
But now's your
I have
chance to
down.
get your
She didn't.
plug. in
March
public.
Yeah.
30th, El Bellagio, we're gonna knock your socks off.
There we go.
There we
Woo.
go, March
I
30th, the
look-
Bellagio.
I look forward to the gala. It's
It's gonna be great.
It's a great night, it's a lot of fun, and all the money goes to a good cause. I look at it as like a date night out for my husband and I.
Wait till you hear what the honorees are, if they approve.
Are you letting us know?
Well, we've approved them, but it's if they were willing to do it, so.
If they accept.
But
Not yet.
I will only be on the board as of December 31st, but I
Which is
still
sad.
plan to
I'm
go.
sorry to hear that.
That's all right. Andrew will do a good job.
Join the Ed Foundation.
Okay. My point was I will still go to the gala. I will still go to the gala, and while I'm still here as a president, I encourage every board member to attend the gala. The Ed Foundation
It's wonderful.
does so much for the school, and as board members, we should support that. so everyone's faces should be seen at the gala.
Thank you.
So thank you
Any
very much.
questions?
Any
Seriously,
other
guys?
questions?
Just would like, so, Mr. Casanova had mentioned what they've raised so far, which is, you know, through different means. But if you can remember how much you have given already in grants and scholarships?
We're net raised over 270, that's thousands. So there's costs that go into this, but we've given out $140,000 between scholarships and grants.
Future grants.
We've also done an approval for the school. We're at 22,000, I think, superintendent, so that's really for us to talk about how we can make something better here. But after what we just did, there was an anonymous donation that took us, I don't know, a half an hour conversation to convince this person that it was for education. And I don't think it's a one and done, so this could be a huge thing for the Milford.
Wow,
So
thank
we're
you.
working on it, and the things we've done in the past have helped us now in the future.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you.
And by the way, my daughter's leaving in June, but I'm not.
But you're not.
I haven't give that
We're stuck with
What am I doing? We'll talk. We'll talk.
But any questions, seriously? You guys want to know anything? Free, frame, whatever you want.
Well, we have your email.
you. We have your email.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Anyone else?
If there are no further comments from the public, I seek a motion to close to the public.
She's raising her hand.
Seconded by Nicole Dunn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Board member requests for additional information. No? Okay. In that case, I seek a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second? Seconded by Heather Gomez. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
What's that?
Good night.
Yes.
You're lucky.
No, I'm not double work
Just a
yet.
3-hour one yesterday, all right?
Christian.